What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear.
It's just like me and Elden Ring, JT. Eventually I'll get to it.
Furthest reaches of the stars and thrived.
Yeah, exactly.
Later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. At the time,
I'm going to be playing, when I get to Elden Ring, I'm going to be playing that for ages. I only stream like 7 hours a week, and it's like a 80-hour game, if that. Like, I've seen people do 110 hours on it. It's going to take me ages. I can't wait still. It's not a bad thing. It will do, Curvo.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state.
Oh no, Rafe, what's happening?
I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill.
Not good. Not good.
Which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future.
Oh yeah, because he scored the first leg as well, didn't he? I like every time we talk to this woman, she gets up from the table and she finishes on the table again. She likes walking around.
Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine.
Her suit is cool.
Always viewed
really
me
cool.
With suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes, though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Still got so much to talk about.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
She loves a walkabout, doesn't she? Loves getting up from that table.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Okay.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything
Simple
we
matter.
need to make this world as it should be.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regala's only interested in killing Hikaru and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to...
Oh, now Aloy's getting up.
Her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hikaru.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
Well,
Still don't think that will work either.
down outside.
I don't think that's going to work.
You knew.
I feel like this isn't over yet.
What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life, not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling.
We done. We're done. I know a lot of people. I have some friends that don't like games. They like games that very actiony. They're not fussed about cutscenes and too many cutscenes and too linear and too not doing anything. But I get fully interested, fully involved with stuff like this. Love it. Absolutely love it. I love the story and the backstory, the lore and everything towards a game. Really enjoy it. And this game's got loads of it. It's why I love this game so much.
First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
Messing with Elizabeth.
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold it this extra protection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
What'd she whisper it to her? What'd she whisper?
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister.
Sister?
Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And
No
what
worries,
are
buddy.
those?
I understand.
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakt.
What
The
is
ancient
that?
Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise.
What's that thing? It looks like a Reaper, doesn't it, from Mass
I'll
Effect?
come to your base if you manage to bring Silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
I need to replay those games. So
Aloy,
good.
is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
You know where I'm going.
We're back at base. What happened?
This way?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you.
No?
It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Can I leave, please? How do I get out of here? Just try jumping off. This work? Oh. Oh, God. There's got to be a fast travel thing here somewhere. Upstairs? We did go upstairs, but... Ah, there's a thing there. Seen?
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Brilliant. Are you? We're gonna jump.
I take it the other Xenos can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire them.
Understood.
So I can't actually remember going. So you find out in the original one, the first game, why they're there. I think essentially they were built for war, I believe. Oh god. Oh god. So I believe originally they were built for war, and obviously that's a big thing. They're all big. They used... Which way am I going? Left. They used robots to build other robots. And then... The robots went crazy. Started... oh, this. Tide Ripper. Robots started having their own sort of... What's it called? Not UI. Cheers, JT. Have a safe journey home. Yeah, I need to look at Ark as well. That does look like a cool game. Need to do that. Can I just fast travel? Yeah, so I believe they were first built for war, and then there was like the AI within them went a bit rogue. And then because machines were building machines, those machines built other machines, which then, and because they turned rogue, they just started destroying the world, just started destroying other humans, and the machines just kept building more machines, which I think is why they're there.
Hey, can I get 1 damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around
all that stuff. iRobot, Terminator. All the good stuff.
We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... At least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do?
She's very upbeat, isn't she?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths.
Boyfriend's just died.
Beta and Gaia back.
At least it wasn't you, Aloy.
First, we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I
Grove?
need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you,
She did, didn't she?
whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it.
Moving out!
It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
That's why. That's why she ain't too bothered.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
First, we're going to place Machine Strike.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe.
Oh, we've got
Sounded important.
some gold ingot. One thing I need to do is check my inventory, because I could maybe edit these coils. Yeah. What are these? Do this one. Unequip. Have that. Oh, I've got something here I can put on that I can't. I want to equip you. That's not what I want to do. Edit coil. I want tear damage, increase the ability to stagger. No, tear. That's what we want, isn't it? Why is it not doing the other tear? Impact and strike. Okay. Weapons reload speed. It might be helpful. Is there a better one than that? Increase your weapons draw or charge speed. That's what we want, isn't it? Yeah, we want draw. Down. Select. Increase damage dealt. Why can't I put any of these on? I suppose they're not. That's because they're not. Doesn't work with it. That's just normal damage. All that does. Just increase 10 damage. That's what we want. Why does that one not do it? Fine. We'll do it that. So can't do it that. Can't do that one. Done. Done. We done with those? I think we are. Okay, should we go speak with Zoe then? We went and got that, didn't we? Or should we?
It's all. You look busy.
Talk to Alva, because Alva might have a side quest for us.
Especially after Cauldron Gemini, Varl, Beta.
We have done a main mission today, so
Gone. And that's just
we've done a few in a row now as well.
The Zeniths want to rob us of our future too.
We won't let that happen.
Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
Okay.
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago.
What?
A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor.
Eileen?
So the legacy tells us, anyway. If we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Aloy.
Let's go landfall. Farewell.
I should get going. Be ready to go.
I won't let you down.
I know. And like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
I appreciate it.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Ain't got time for small talk, Aloy.
Like I can open that door now.
Which door? Which door could we not open?